up, people? The name is Sky and welcome to my YouTube channel. For this video, I will be sharing with you how to make a 3-ingredient homemade fruit preserve ice cream. So bakit ice cream kahit na rainy season naman? Well, alam niyo naman dito sa Philippines na kapag hindi umuulan kahit na rainy season, galit na galit pa rin si Haring Araw, di ba? So I think reasonable pa rin naman ang pagkain natin ng ice cream. Yung fruit na gagamitin ko dito sa video na to as a flavor ng ice cream ay jackfruit or langka. Nagawa ko na siya dahil part siya ng isang special activity namin for my food preservation class the previous semester. But of course, you can also use store-bought fruit preserves. Pero what I'm going to use in this video is homemade na. If you want to learn how to make a homemade fruit preserves, you should stay tuned for my next video. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started.
Here are the ingredients that you'll need for this recipe. For this recipe, I will be using our 2-in-1 tabletop and hand mixer because, ice cream needs to be continuously whipped in order for it to thicken so that we could achieve the desirable texture of an ice cream. If you don't have a 2-in-1 tabletop mixer, that's fine because you can just use a hand mixer. The results will just be the same. But if you also don't have a hand mixer, you could also just use a wire whisk. Just make sure to whisk the cream really fast. Now it's time for us to add in our ingredients. First, add our cream. In making ice cream, I like to always start with the cream first so that I could whip it as much as I like and until I am able to achieve the desirable texture. Set the mixer to the lowest possible setting in order to minimize the spills of our cream. But if you have a tabletop mixer that has a lid, then you can probably set it to the medium setting. Once you see that the cream has slightly thickened, you can now add the condensed milk. The reason why I only like to add a small amount of condensed milk into this recipe because the fruit preserves already contains sugar. A lot of sugar actually. We use high concentrates of sugar in order to preserve the fruit. Now we don't want our ice cream to be too sweet now, don't we? Once we've poured in our condensed milk, turn the mixer back on and whip until both of them have fully combined. And by them, I mean the cream and the condensed milk. Once the cream and condensed milk have been fully mixed together, you can now add the fruit preserves. Mix the fruit preserves well into the mixture using a rubber scraper. This time I'm not using the mixer in doing this because the pieces and bits of fruit preserves can get stuck into the beaters. And now pour in the ice cream mixture into a 13 by 9 rectangular pan. Using a rubber scraper, just spread the mixture evenly into the pan. And then cover the pan with cling wrap and put it in the freezer. After an hour and 30 minutes, take the ice cream out of the freezer again so that we could fold it. The purpose of folding is to remove any possible ice crystals that might have formed into our ice cream, because ice crystals can make the texture of our ice cream to be, well, icy, while we want to achieve a creamy texture, of course. After folding the ice cream, cover it up with cling wrap once again and put it back in the freezer for 7 hours or overnight. After 7 hours, this is what our ice cream should look like. Look at that! Now this part is totally optional, but you can serve it by adding 2 walnuts on top and a very slight drizzle of honey. And now here is the energy and macronutrient content of this recipe. Take note that this is based on the exact ingredients that I use for this recipe. A small tip from me, you could also eat this ice cream with salt-flavored potato chips. Trust me, it's really delicious.
And that is how to make a very simple 3-ingredient homemade ice cream. By the way, instead of fruit preserves, you can also use fresh fruits in this recipe. However, by using fresh fruits, medyo mas madali kasi siyang masira. And there's a possibility na yung texture ng ice cream natin ay icy instead of creamy. And in making ice cream, you should always ensure that the texture is always creamy. But of course, no worries naman if you want to use fresh fruits. I'll leave it up to you na. So I really hope that you've liked this video. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and hit that bell button to be notified whenever I upload a new video. And if you have any questions for me, please don't hesitate to comment them down below. So that's it for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Just a reminder, smile to make your day brighter. This is Sky signing off, and I hope you all have an awesome day.